In 23 days, we will elect the next president of the United States. As I said before, we are suffering from a crisis of confidence. So many of us believe America is headed in the wrong direction, and we psychologically, ideologically, and financially checked out. Senator Barack Obama has a plan to restore our confidence in the American economy again. Upon becoming president, he will propose the Stop Fraud Act. This law will provide the first federal definition of mortgage fraud. It will increase federal and state funding for the enforcement of anti-fraud laws. It will determine criminal penalties for those who engage in this terrible practice. It will create a government accountability office that will monitor and report on the lending practices in our financial markets. This will help keep the integrity of our markets, keep government responsible, and keep private companies responsible. Not only that, those who have been victimized by these predatory lenders, they will receive counseling, and there will be a creation of a fund that will help them get out of the muck and mire of deception in which they've been in for years under the Bush administration. But it's not just a policy that he has for dealing with the crisis we've been in because of mortgage fraud, but also going back to Senator Barack Obama's fiscal policy. If you remember from our first day together, we gave the difference between supply side economics and demand side economics, and how Senator Obama has a philosophy that we have to help those who need it the most, not just the wealthy in society. Please understand that 1% of the families in America own 35% of America's wealth. The bottom 60% of Americans own only 4% of the wealth, but they make 21% of the income. Why would those who make 21% of the income only have 4% of the wealth? Well, because wealth is usually determined by assets, and assets aren't taxed that much. But income is at the federal level, the state level, and sometimes even the local level. That is why proponents like John McCain want to raise taxes on the middle class, lower taxes on the wealthy. Why? Their assets are protected. But the middle class person can't get ahead because any disposable income that they would or could have to build wealth, they give it away in taxes, while the wealthiest in our nation don't pay as much. And it's not a progressive tax rate. Therefore, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Right now, there's a crisis of confidence. Senator Obama has a plan to repair our faulty mortgage industry. Senator Barack Obama has a plan to bring equality when it comes to our American economy. So those who need help the most will finally have an advantage. He provides tax credits for those who are going to college. He provides incentives for those who will get an education and for those who will invest in our economy by creating businesses. Right now we're suffering from a crisis of confidence. But that crisis will be over in 23 days. Why? Because in those 23 days, we are going to elect the next president of the United States.